leaving my hometown behind, I set out for the capital of the empire. There, I would discover my role in society.
Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. Last time we finished chapter 2, our adolescence, and now we are back ready to begin the next chapter in our life, our youth, with us going to the capital for college, for years of study and you know, forbidden actions, whatever. Study and fun, let's put it like this. I don't know, I did mostly study during my college years, so I cannot really say what else people do. Actually, I know they get drunk and hook up and all of that stuff, but I mean, I did a little bit of that as well, but not as much as most guys, so, you know. For me, college was pretty boring in a way. I mean, it wasn't boring, it just not like the usual idea of other people. Let's see how about Sir Brante. Okay, new personal qualities. So these are your personal qualities in adulthood which you use for the rest of your life. They are the sum of the qualities that you have gained in childhood and adolescence. For most skill checks you need a value between 10 and 16. Values 17 and 19 are required for rare and especially difficult choices. The maximum value 20 only gives you a chance for one extraordinary deed. Wow, so basically a value of 5 is pretty low. Okay, diplomacy. Your proficiency in the laws of the empire, as well as your connections in influence among the ruling elite and high society. It affects your ability to negotiate with people of importance. Most important to the judge. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to become a diplomat, that's for sure. And that's nobility plus perfect perception. I didn't get much perception, so nothing I can do here. Manipulation, 6. Oh man, not very good either. Your ability to influence people by way of deception and trickery and use them to achieve your goals. Most important to the conspirator. Naive, yeah. Wow, this is even worse. Theology, well, it's good, I don't really care much about theology. Your proficiency with sacred texts, comprehension of the divine law, and the ability to construct and defend your own interpretation of the faith. Most important to the Inquisitor. Okay, I mean, yeah, we're not going to become an Inquisitor. Oh, nice. Valor, 11. Mediocre fighter. Okay, finally a passable value. It's between 10 and 16. Determination and nobility. So this is your capabilities as a warrior, your strength in battle and duels. It affects your ability to fight and to command troops. Most important to the judge. Yeah, okay, not bad. Scheming, oh, even better, 12. Your talent for inciting riots, organizing ambushes, and plotting murders, assaults, and sabotage. It determines the success of your criminal undertakings, most important to the conspirator. And finally, eloquence, 9. It's possible, I guess, could be better, but still. Your ability to instill faith, to guide and lead people with your speeches. Most important to the Inquisitor. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So. Wow. You have a bunch of... Wow, that's a lot. You have a bunch of possible events in this chapter. Path of the Wattless. Remain a commoner. Path of the Priest. Enroll in the seminary. So... Theology greater than 10 or eloquence greater than 10. I think... Okay, theology is not going to work, but eloquence is 9, so... We're close. We're close to the path of the priest. Path of the nobleman. We're now in the college. Diplomacy greater than 10 or valor greater than 10. I mean... Okay, diplomacy 5, valor 11. Nice. True death. Oh. Your earthly life is over. You leave the world forever and face the German Shuttle twins. So gay. I guess we can actually die for real this time. Although, either accept true death or death equals to 4. We have only one death so far, so we're pretty far away from this achievement, if you could call it that. Alice Rescue. You saved the enigmatic singer known as the Golden Voice from an untimely death. Conditions. Alice's death is prevented. Okay, this doesn't tell us much. Collapse of the Wattless. You fail to protect the Wattless. The Empire utterly destroys the secret society. Huh. What secret society? The secret society is betrayed or part of the Wattless. Okay. Oh yeah, you need to betray the Wattless at large. You rescue the Wattless and the secret society continues its activities in the capital. Manipulation greater than 13. Oh, that's difficult. Outwit Felipe, part of the Wattless once again. Bond of friendship. You and Thomas form unbreakable bond of friendship. Swear an oath to Thomas and Thomas greater than 3 or part of the nobleman. We already fulfilled the conditions. Shield of a new fate. Willpower greater than 0. Side with the new fate and the path of the priest. Okay. Okay, probably... I think we're going to focus on the path of the nobleman because we can already achieve this. We'll try to rescue Alice, whatever that means. We probably won't be able to do any of those since we won't choose the path of the Wattless. And to try to forge a bond of friendship with Thomas. I think that should be our goals. It's not too difficult, I guess. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but there's only 3, I guess, in this particular case. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can actually achieve. Maybe nothing. Now we are 16 years old. Wow, Thomas even looks different now. He had a haircut. Alright, our first night. Our first free night, I guess. Okay, we could meet the noble youths. Diplomacy +1, manipulation +1, willpower -5, okay. Listen to the Dark Knight's speech, manipulation and eloquence +1, my willpower -5 again. Visit the Great Temple of the Twins, theology and eloquence +1, but willpower -5. Or run after students, willpower +10. Okay, I mean, if it was me, I would probably run after the students and have fun. And I know we have like a lot of willpower saved already. Right? Okay, no, not here. There you go, willpower. So, or is it 10, 20? Ah, okay, 20, 30. We still have some way to go, but I mean, wait a minute, how do I get back? Diplomacy, manipulation, eloquence, theology, eloquence. Probably. Well, if I would choose one of the other options, should probably choose to meet the nobles. Alright, let's meet the nobles for now, I guess. Oh yeah, party! First night and first party in college. Nice. Okay, nice. We survived. See, I told you he would become a martyr. Okay, what can we do? Listen to his counsel, theology +1. Debate him, eloquence +1. Or resist him, diplomacy +1. Okay. Both of those are pretty nice. Let's see, let's debate him. That should be interesting. And besides, we have pretty high eloquence already. So let's increase it a little bit more. I like the idea of debating him. Yep, that's what happens when a very influential person dies. After he dies, he or she, they become even stronger and basically... Right, so even more discontent and less order, and the church is now in a schism, okay? So basically the old faith and new faith are more or less equal, well, almost equal. It's -1, at 0 I guess they will be about equal, but the new faith is gaining ground. So, let's see. The city that never sleeps, isn't that Las Vegas? Man, all those options sound great. So, I mean, we could go to the dueling club since we are like... I think like valor is one of our 2 greatest qualities, and increasing it will be nice. Going to the secret salon is really interesting, and yeah, as you can see, also scheming is one of our good qualities. And really, I'm really kind of curious about this mysterious lady. And finally, the Markian society where I can have some fun. But I guess it's kind of like the worst choice for our character development. So it's gonna be one of those 2, and they're both great options, but I think I wanna go to the secret salon. I wanna meet this mysterious lady and see what she has to say. Let's see. Oh, is that Sophia? There we go, okay. Wow, she probably still hates me. think Sophia will be fine because she's a witch. I mean, she can probably escape. But yeah, now we are a dangerous one. Interesting. And there goes our first year of college and our youth. Common law, that's interesting. Okay, old nobility of power, struggle for power. Okay. Go from your past. She is back. Hello, Brante. She looks angry. She doesn't even use our given name. Okay. So I'm glad to see we have the option to help her, because I really feel bad about what happened to her in the past. But also I think she's completely right. I mean, we shouldn't kill a scholar who wants to progress science just because he's not a noble. So let's see, what are the conditions? Okay, so Sophia is not merciless. That's because we didn't rat her out. And to gain more scheming and valor, both the qualities that we actually need. So yeah, this is perfect for us. We refuse We're going to gain diplomacy and valor. Actually, this is not bad either because we'll become, you know, if you remember correctly, those two qualities were important for the judge, so we could be one step closer to becoming a judge. Assuage your guilt. So, oh, this is only Sophia is merciless. Ah, okay. I guess this only takes into account if you turn her over, so you feel better about it. Alright, let's help her. Was this just a single day in your life? Okay. Finally, she is indifferent to us, but she is still embittered. Well, nothing we can do. We are even more dangerous, and we are still a mediocre fighter, but not for long, hopefully.
forget that day. For it was then that I chose the path I would walk for the rest of my life.
Wow. Cutscene in the middle of the chapter. This, I thought those were reserved only for the beginning. The 3 lots. Ah, it seems like we're finally going to choose, huh? Okay, I'm guessing this is the moment. This is the choice that will determine our whole future. So, we could break through the cordon into the college and follow the path of the nobleman. One of these must be true. Diplomacy greater than 10 or valor greater than 10. So thankfully valor is 12. We could preach your revelation and follow the path of the priest. Eloquence greater than 10. Okay, that's good. Or follow the lotless. I mean, this is the default choice, I guess. And I think I'm going to choose this option. I think this is the best. I really like the idea of the path of the nobleman, to lead by example, and yeah, fight for my rights, as you can see. I'm not sure the difference between those two choices actually. Both of them involve like storming the college, although I guess this option is more like to rescue the common people, I guess, and this one is more like to attack the militia. So I don't know, I think I like this option a little bit better. Let's see. Right. Event has happened. Path of the nobleman. Nice. Like your father and grandfather, you enroll in the Imperial College, hoping to become a judge and a nobleman of the mantle. Nice. Okay, swear an oath of friendship. Conditions met part of the nobleman. Take the ring. Okay. If Thomas is greater than 3, now it's 4. I guess the result is the same, just the conditions different. Keep things as they are, we gain more willpower, but remain friends. Ends the friendship. Huh. I guess it's not possible now that we are noble. Okay, I guess this is what becoming a noble means. You have less choices now. Well, in any case, I will do that anyway. Take the ring that will bind your fate to Thomas and swear an oath of eternal friendship. Okay. I don't even know what it would mean, eternal friendship. I mean, this wouldn't technically be possible, but as long as something bad doesn't happen, it should be something that we want to do anyway. But rings? Come on, this like, we're not getting married, are we? Bound by friendship, okay. This might prove helpful along the way. It's always good to have friends, and when we are in trouble, he might help us. Event has happened, bond the friendship, okay. Wow, only this? This doesn't seem right. I guess she is a little disappointed that we became a noble, because she hates nobles anyway. Well, it was one with our father, one with Steven. Oh crap, we lose actually affection from Gloria. Yeah, I knew that. I kinda expected this could happen. Ball, huh? What's our 17-year-old Slovan student? Okay. What are our relationships with everybody anyway? Okay, he's dead. -5. 0, she's also dead. +1. +5, that is nice. +4, also nice. +2, +4, I'm grateful. I guess, yeah, as you can see, we are in good terms with both siblings. Not so much with Nathan, but we can do something for it in the future. Relations, Thomas, +4, Sophia 0. Wow, I don't even remember all these people. I mean, I do remember them, but I didn't realize we would keep track with them so long. So we're going to a ball, nice. Wow, okay. Man, what the hell? Why must we always make such difficult choices? I kinda wanna dance with the lady. Yeah, Octavia Milanidis remembers you. I knew it was her. But we're going to lose points with Thomas also. Sure, he can take care of himself. Willpower plus 10 also, that's also nice. Draw Autumn Zara upon himself. Lose willpower, gain weapons. This guy will hate us even more. What? Why can't we resolve the quarrel? Oh, diplomacy greater than 10. Well, it's unfortunate. I think more and more in the future we will be in situations where we won't be able to do anything. Actually, Octavia Muraidus, she still remembers me, right? Doesn't she? Yeah, she remembers me. Okay, so I'm guessing it's actually not going to change much. We're only going to gain +1 with her. Oh, and more willpower for her. Thomas is already at 4. And to gain 1 eloquence though, which is actually also pretty cool. And what to do. Both of those are good. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's gain the eloquence point. I think it will be useful. See, because Octavia already remembers me, that's I guess the main point. We are not going to earn much with her for now, except the willpower. But here we're actually going to get some eloquence, and I guess we'll have maximum sympathy with Thomas. And actually I think this is the right thing to do. It was a tough choice though. Oh no. Okay. We paid dearly for this one eloquence point. Hopefully it's useful in the future. 18. Now we are already adults even in my own country. Okay, interesting. For the first time, I guess we have to apply our knowledge of strategy, basically what we learn in college. Of course, I will be applying it, not the character. But anyway, let's see. Rely on the will of the twins. It seems a bit, I don't know, uncertain, shaky. We have to really, like, believe in an external deity for this to happen. I guess it's a medieval world, so people did believe that, but did it really happen in this world? I don't know. So, if you look at this from a practical perspective, that means +1 valor, which is good, and +1 theology, which I don't care about. Okay, press for a decisive assault. This seems like a good choice. Oh, even like the result supports it. Like, at least I'll gain qualities that I'm already good at, so that will be useful in the future. Lay siege to the palace. Oh, even better for us. Valor and scheming. I don't know. I mean, I kinda like the frontal assault better, even though the lay siege to the palace could be more useful for us in the future. Start the city in submission and seize it by cunning. They all give us valor, but it just depends on whether we want more eloquence or scheming. Actually, wait a second. What were the qualities? Clear speech. Okay, eloquence and theology are important for the Inquisitor. So, trying to see if anything would bring us up a category. Okay, let's go with the siege. Okay, dangerous one. We're still dangerous, and now we are a seasoned warrior already. Okay. Letters from home. Oh, that's not good. I thought they should be getting along at least. Nathan just barely managed to graduate. Oh no! What the hell, Nathan? What? What the hell? Why did I lose sympathy with Steven? I didn't do anything. And Gloria also? Wow. All of them are... Well, maybe that's because we live far apart from them, so... we kinda lose the connection that we used to have. The first case, yes, finally. Interesting. This is like Ace Attorney now. We basically solve some minor cases until the actual case arrives. A provocatively dressed girl. Oh, nice. Yeah, she's a whore, I guess. Oh, she has a point. I mean, if a noble wants her and she's a commoner, she must obey, right? I mean, this is the world. These are the rules of the world in here. So, how could she be blamed for anything? She was only obeying the noble. All right. This is more than beauty, more than passion, much, much more. Could it really be magic? Okay, find the nobleman. Diplomacy +1, this is good. Alice rescue. Okay, question him delicately about the incident. Interrogate Alice. Huh. Willpower greater than 0, so we're going to lose some willpower. Gain theology and manipulation, but I don't really need those qualities. They are very, you know, peripheral to our gameplay here. It's interesting though. I'm guessing she really is a witch, by the way the game is describing her. And probably, yeah, so here she will die through that if we interrogate her. And if we release her, we will gain willpower. So it's either diplomacy +1 or willpower +10. Well, I remember diplomacy is very important quality for the judge. So I'm guessing we should pick this option. And actually, yeah, I think finding the nobleman is also... We must question everybody involved in the case in any case. So, you know, we shouldn't make a decision without interrogating him as well. But yeah, this will result in Alice's rescue, which was, I guess, one of the events of this. See here. You save an enigmatic singer known as the Golden Voice from Untitled Dead. Okay, here we don't know anything about that, but... Alright, yeah. Let's find the nobleman. Well, this was hardly conclusive. I mean, yeah, it could have been the wine, it could have been magic, it could have been anything. Nice. You sentenced the harlot to 2 days in the pillory for defiling a place of worship with her depravity. Well, you find no reason to refer Alice to the Inquisition, however. Yeah. I'm guessing that, but yeah, I'm guessing she really is a witch, because if we interrogated her, we probably would have found out. Yeah, you're right. Case closed on Alice found, put it in the archives. But I guess we saved her anyway. Not sure if it's good or bad. Probably good. I mean, burning people at the stake is not a nice thing to do. 37, around 37, 19, okay. The Overseer of Magra, okay. Cornelius Tempest is no longer the great chancellor of the Empire. What happened? I thought he was a real stand-up guy. He helped us in the riot in the college. Oh no, this is bad news. This guy was well, he wasn't a nice person to say the least. Wow, even more struggle for power. And even... Okay, I guess more peace for some reason? Great feast for all. Man, the story is going all over the place, back and forth, between big events in the whole empire and in our own life. Yeah, I just wanted to... Basically, this event was enabled. I'm guessing this is the Emperor. He looks, well, a little bit old but dignified enough. He has this, like, powerful eyes, powerful jaw. Yeah, I know her. This guy doesn't look like a prince or heir to the throne. I mean, he's dressed nicely, I guess, but his hair is so ruffled. He's kind of like... looks more like a gutter rat. Okay. So we cannot really follow the order. Because we don't have enough diplomacy, I guess. I see. And if we do that, we basically gain order and diplomacy. And yeah, the emperor will lose power. If we demand our rights, okay, we have valor greater than 12. Now it's 13, and you get even more valor. Or buy your time, just gain some willpower. Okay, willpower is good, but yeah, I want to get some valor and I want to demand my rights, which is basically what I will do anyway. They're low, they're low. Well, did we win, really? He only said he would consider this. He didn't say that he would grant it. So well, he could have ordered the cavalry to crush us, which is, I guess, a sort of victory, but still. I wouldn't say this topic is over. Yeah, exactly. He never gave his word. Peasant warrior, okay, cool. Ooh, the way of the sword. Yes, finally. You'll return to your hometown as a judge. Wait, did we graduate already? Oh, so we return back to the temple where we had the how was it called, the sacrament, where we see, here it is. Here's the priest with the whip and the sword, where we defied our fate and kiss the sword. Display marks your final few seconds as a commoner. Yes, nice. Your very own sword. Nice. Oh, interesting. Huh. Alright. So we have the option of fighting in Octavia's name, because she remembers us. We gain 1 diplomacy, which is good, and she is intrigued. Address Octavia publicly. So this is if she doesn't remember us. Okay, I see. Then we need some willpower to do the same. Choose Lady of the Court. Okay, this is stupid if you want to anger Octavia. Or dedicate your fight to your father. Ah, so this one, she's also intrigued. Nice. We wouldn't get +1 with Octavia. Instead of diplomacy, we'll get 1 valor. Okay, they're both useful to us. And to gain the destiny victory of the tournament. And I guess we can only do that if we had the fancy lesson stuff happen. Oh man, I really wanted to fight for Octavia. It's the second time I have to, like, reject her because of some more important thing. I mean, I really want to have this victory in the tournament Destiny though. I mean, it's like this whole fencing lesson thing was for nothing. I guess it's like this is when it will pay off, right? We did all this work in chapter 1. And still we gain Octavia Millennius intrigued, so it's not so bad. Yeah, let's dedicate your fight to your father. Whoever draws first blood wins. Okay, I guess that's a nice compromise. So you don't kill somebody. Of course, the first blood could also happen to be the last blood in some cases, but whatever. Aha, there you go. You recall your very first fencing lesson with your father. And this fencing lesson will bring your victory in this moment. Yeah, nice. So she's intrigued now. Okay. Remember the rest of this day for the rest of your life, the day when you became a noble. And Now, okay, still a seasoned warrior. One step closer to becoming a dangerous enemy. Okay, this is our life event. Graduate from college, nice. He earned the judge's mantle and the noble title. Now we're a judge, officially like our father. Man, time moved pretty quickly. And yeah, we had the victory in the tournament, which is I guess the continuation of the fencing lesson storyline. Hopefully this will bring more events in the future for us. Winter, Diamond stands trial? What? Another priest of the new faith is going to be judged? The previous one just got assassinated. Okay. We are already well into the schism. But actually, this means you're closer to the old fate now. You need to go to the middle and to the right to go to the new fate. Okay. Farewell to the capital. I guess we finished our education. So are we returning home? So we are returning home. Oh, Octavia is also returning. Nice. So father is happy. Yay! Finally equals. And we gain one affection for bringing him the sword. Okay, we didn't actually do anything, but that's fine, I guess. Homecoming 1137. After 4 years in the capital, you return to your home city of Anisot. Okay. The end of youth. Oh, that's pretty sad. Alright, and now this is, yeah, the end of chapter 3, I guess. Arrival to the capital. We chose the path of the nobleman by storming the Imperial College. We forged a bond of friendship with Thomas. We rescued the harlot, let's put it like that, even though supposedly she is a singer. Okay, you have earned the judge mantle and became a noble. You won the tournament and we returned home. Also, let's see here. I guess he just wants to show us that we achieved victory in the tournament. So now all those are inaccessible for us because they are related to the path of the priest or path of the worthless. Well, we didn't die also, so that's good, I guess. Okay, diplomacy 7. Yeah, that's pretty low. If it's important for the judge, we need to increase this. Theology 3, don't really care. Manipulation 7, also don't care so much. Valor 15, that's nice. Eloquence 11, good enough for now, I guess. And scheming 15. Alright. Moving on. So, with the end of chapter 3, guys, I guess this is the end of this recording. So see you next time with chapter 4 of The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante.